Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Okay, let's get this party started, guys. This is the explanation of why I don't think the market is gonna end right now, like some of these nitwits are saying. So I'm gonna show you this, and then you give me feedback. Maybe tonight I'll be able to do the real video, but give me feedback on this. Let me know what you think. So here we sit. We're dumping. Very nice dump. And by the way, we're headed to the 50 EMA here on the week chart. But I decided to look back at previous market peaks and to see, well, what happened in the past? What has happened in the past? Maybe this will give us a little bit of a clue as to how long these market cycles have been and if they're pretty much equal. So let's check this out. Let's just look at from peak to peak. So here's the peak from 2017. Here's the peak from 2021. Or is it here? Which one is it? Which one is it? Is this the market cycle peak? Because this next one, there is a stochastic divergence, right? A much lower high. So was this the bear market rally? Or is this the market cycle peak and that's the bear market rally? Because if this was the peak, well, we might be done. Like this might be it. Because look at this length of time. We could be done right now. All right. If this was the peak. Kind of scary, right, guys? Very scary. Now then you might wonder, well, where did I get this length? Well, like I said, it comes from this previous cycle. So we go to this previous cycle here. There's the peak. And then the distance from here to here is where I got that line. But am I right about which peak it is? And so once again, if this is the peak, we're in trouble. Market cycle could be over. But if this is the peak, so how do we find that out? Well, let's go back in history. And let's take this sucker all the way back to the I think it was 2013. Yeah. The 2013 peak. And let's measure. Let's just see going from the 2017 peak right here. There's the green candle. There's the market cycle top. Look at the distance. Well, isn't that interesting? There was an even greater distance from this peak headed back to the 2013 peak. Very, very interesting. So that tells us that the distance between market cycle top and market cycle top here is actually more than this blue line. So that means that, okay, we should call the 2021 market cycle top the same distance from the single peak that we got in 2021. So let's just slap this up here and let's take a look at what we have. So there's the peak right there. And then what do we see? Let's scrunch this on down. Lo and behold, the end of this line occurs at the second peak. So this was not a bear market rally that just happened to take out the previous high. Was it a divergence? Yes, you did have a lower high. In fact, two lower highs on the stochastic. This little bump doesn't count because it unfurled. So a lower high on the stochastic at the peak. So that was a big fat divergence and a signal that the run was over. But this is the market cycle peak. Now that we have that information, let's just see what happens when we run this from the correct peak, which should tell us when the market should peak in 2025. So here we go. And instead of stopping at this first erroneous peak, we're going to put it on the real one. And there it is right there. We can go with the red one or we can go with the green one. Let's just go with the green one to be conservative. And where does this fall? Well, would you look at that? September 2025. If we go with the red one, which is actually the peak of the market, even though it was a red candle, this is still the market peak. All right, then that tells us that the market cycle peak should be in October of 2025 or just a tad bit longer. Isn't that interesting? That's very interesting. So we could be anywhere from October or a little bit further, because I said November before. I think it's still going to be early November, but this lets us know without a shadow of a doubt, this market cycle has not broken since the inception of crypto. And we just proved that by measuring the market cycle back to 2013. We have the 2013 market cycle peak, the 2017 market cycle peak, the 2021 market cycle peak, and all of those line up to what I'm looking at right now, which is an October to early November market cycle peak. Let me know what you think of this. Does this make sense to you? And does this confirm that right now we're getting washed out because there's going to be a major run up in this thing, and this party hasn't even really gotten started yet? Let me know, guys. Chime in now.